Question number 4. The AC Josephson effect is characterized by. The correct option is oscillating current under the DC voltage. Now let us understand the concept of AC Josephson effect and related topics. Now let us understand what is a Josephson junction. Josephson junction. Now, the Josephson junction consists of two superconductors. Superconductors, and in between the two superconductors, there is one insulating layer. This would be like sandwiching the insulating layer between the two superconductors. So it is superconductor, very small insulator, and again the superconductor. Now the effect produced is due to Cooper pair. Tunneling of Cooper pair through this. That means the current will flow through this DC current or AC current due to the quantum mechanical effect. Now, based on the type of current, these effects are classified into two. One is DC Josephson effect, and another one is AC Josephson effect. Let's see what is it. Let us start with the DC Josephson effect. In DC Josephson effect, the phenomena is a constant supercurrent will flow. Constant supercurrent flows across the Josephson junction. We have already seen what is a Josephson junction. So a constant supercurrent will flow across this Josephson junction without any applied voltage. And this is due to, as we have already seen, it is quantum tunneling. Quantum tunneling of Cooper pairs. Okay, this is about the DC Josephson effect. Now coming to the AC Josephson effect. Here the alternating or oscillating supercurrent will flows across the junction. across the Josephson junction when constant DC voltage is applied. So this is the two effect caused at the Josephson junction due to zero voltage. This DC Josephson effect is zero voltage effect. Zero voltage effect. And when constant DC voltage is applied, you get an oscillating supercurrent. When there is no voltage, then there is constant supercurrent. Okay. Now let's see what is the difference DC and AC Josephson effect. So in DC Josephson, no external voltage, so no applied voltage. So key difference. And here DC voltage is applied. And here we get constant current. When no voltage is applied, you have a constant current. When DC voltage is applied, you have an oscillating current. Yeah, so when no voltage is applied means V is 0, is here V is not equal to 0, and here we have an oscillating current, here we have a constant current. Looking into the DC Josephson effect. As we know, it is voltage is 0, applied voltage is 0, and we get a constant current I, which is equal to IC sin phi. Let's understand what is this IC and phi. Here we have I is the supercurrent which is flowing. IC is the critical current. And phi is the phase difference. Phase difference between two superconductors. Now let's have some physical explanation to the Josephson effect. Now the first point that we have to remember is the superconductors have quantum wave function with a phase. So superconductors have the wave function psi with a phase, let's say phi 1. So the superconductors on both sides have psi 1 with some phase phi 1, psi 2 with a phase equivalent to phi 2, and the difference, let's calculate it to be phi, which is phi 1 minus phi 2. Now when this superconductors have different phase, then the next duty is for the Cooper pair. Tunneling occurs. So tunneling occurs through thin films or thin insulators. This Cooper pair, the tunneling effect will contribute to steady current. So this is how it works. So superconductors with different phase, then the Cooper pairs, tunneling effect occurs between the two states. So it penetrates through the thin films, causing a steady current flow. Here are a few questions that you can try, and please comment your answers.